Hello, everyone. I am Melinda, NailFanatic, and I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada to do your tarot and channel messages for today. And then I'll be going through the zodiac signs to deliver a Miracles Now oracle message for each of you as well. When we do the zodiac messages, they are meant to apply for your sun, your moon, your rising, your north node, and your Venus according to whatever you know about your chart. So if you haven't investigated that yet, I definitely encourage you to make that a course of study for yourself because there's so much to learn about yourself in that way. Plus, it will help you apply the messages from these readings even more for yourself. So we'll begin with my custom Words of Clarity deck, which is a word-based oracle deck, and I make these available to you as well. They're handmade and custom creations for you when you order one. If you want one of those, you can go to my website to commission the design of your own deck, as well as to order your personal readings. So where the messages are resonant and you have further questions, then let me know. Okay. All right. So the words of clarity today, I'm going to go ahead and allow you to observe while I spread and pull the cards. Excuse me. All right. So here we go. Move this over a little more so you can see. Okay. So I was told that I should spread and pull cards today. So our word of clarity for today, this one calls to me, it's unfulfilled, unfulfilled. And I'm hearing there's more yet to come. There's more to come. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is diversion, diversion. Okay. So what I'm hearing is where you've had to pivot and shift perspective. Look at the diversion. There's a corner being taken. There's a redirection. So a diversion here that has been taken where you've shifted thought. There's still some feelings of unfulfillment, some things that are not yet complete. And so it's asking us literally to continue working with shifting thought. So where you're dealing with anxieties, worries, and concerns, things that you cannot actually do anything about at this exact moment in time, it behooves us to go ahead and divert, shift, pivot that focus. Um, you know, if you have the monkey mind going, just because it's the monkey mind doesn't mean it's not creative. As a matter of fact, because the monkey mind can be so emotional, it can be extremely creative. So we want to divert away from monkey mind thoughts and know that even though things are unfulfilled, there's still more to come. Let's clarify the message though with the play school flashcards. All right, and we're going to spread and pull again, they said, and this one. We got the 8 paintbrushes, and I like that because the 8 paintbrushes always looks like the 8 of wands to me. And in the 8 of wands energy, information comes in, communication happens. The bottom of the deck is the green leaf. So something on your heart, for some of you, this is emotional based. This could have to do with childhood and romance as well. It could have to do with the feelings that you have about love. And for some of you, it has to do with the feelings where you put love in and they weren't reciprocated. It was an unrequited love. Okay. So for some of you, that's coming up today. For some of us, and for some of us, this is about our dreams and goals, our creative aspirations that have not been completely fulfilled yet. But it's saying diverting our attention from the unpleasant place of emotion aids us to focus our energy creatively towards solutions, okay? Because we can add momentum to whatever we want. And 8s for me are about momentum and power and energy. So I'm using the Pocket Goddess Tarot today to get the tarot messages to clarify our oracle messages for the day, and then we'll get into your zodiac sign miracle messages, okay? So let's see what cards want to speak for us today in this. This one first. Our first card out is the Strength card. Strength, saying you've been through a lot of things that have caused you to utilize the strength that you have and become more in tune with your strength. Some of you are actually using the power in your hands to move energy in regards to whatever these situations are that feel unfulfilled. And I'm hearing that it's working. That's why we have the Eight of Wands there. This lady has both of her hands up in the place that she's pointing her energy. These are they gazelles? They look like gazelles to me, but I see nature flowing in that direction. Notice though that she uses both of her hands. Have you had that experience yet where you flow energy through your hands and you feel the energy flow? Just last night, as a matter of fact, I was flowing energy to my heart chakra. Okay, because I found myself looking to another person to make me feel better. And I realized and remembered that it's my responsibility how I feel. I can't put that responsibility to somebody else, because if I do that, it will remain unfulfilled. And so I shifted focus and began to focus inwardly. And where did I have power to bring that feeling that I was searching for in another to myself? And so that's something that comes up. Let's see the second card for us for today. We have the Princess of Staves, a spark of energy, an inspiration that comes through that allows you to choose to do things in a new way. So for some of us, we've gone about anxieties, we've gone about loneliness, depressions, sadness, and the past issues that we've been holding on to in the same way until now. Strength is showing us to put our energy in a new place, to try something different. We've tried what we've tried before over and over and over again and ended up in the same place. Are you tired of ending up in the same place? Now it's time to take Albert Einstein's advice and stop doing the same thing, but to try something different to get a different outcome. And so this is taking our power, and I'm hearing power to ground ourselves and try things differently. And I'm also seeing in this energy of some of you are dealing with strong anxieties and depressions and such, low vibration emotions, and they're very real for you. And that can come up for some of you today. And I'm hearing, go put your hands on a tree. Go put your hands on a tree and let it ground that energy. You don't have to own it and hold it. You don't have to retain it and continue to perpetuate it. You can ground that energy out. So where you're feeling depressed, where you're feeling lonely, where you're feeling unfulfilled, where you're feeling anxiety, go touch a tree, hug a tree, put your feet on the ground if you can. If you can't get bare feet on the ground, that's fine. Put your hands on a tree and thank the tree for grounding out that energy, because that tree is pure positive energy. The third card we have coming out today is the Two of Pentacles. And this is going to create some physical change in our world. Our physical world is changing. We take from one point of attention, focus to the other point of attention, and that creates a shift in our world. It creates a physical change. Now, the bottom of the deck we have is the Fertility card. And this is the Empress, Major Arcana number 3. So this is saying there's an extremely creative and powerful energy within us where we're able to create from our love, our power, and our emotions. All that is connected, and we create with that. And so we're learning how to create, shift, and change in our physical world by, first off, knowing that, hey, these are just emotions. I don't have to hold on to them. I can let them flow through. As a matter of fact, if there's emotions that you're holding on to that are extremely challenging, I'd encourage you to gather those emotions up. Take your physical hands and see yourself pulling out all the dark, pulling out all the ugly. See if it's a person, if it's an experience, see it and pull it out and form this energetic ball right in front of you. And then once you feel that you've gotten it out and you know you've gotten it out, release it to the universe or take it and put it into the tree. And if you give it to nature, nature knows what to do with that. Okay. So you don't have to feel bad about it. You're not causing injury or pain. You're releasing it back into all that is so it can be transmuted. So that is our message for today, our general message for everybody, okay? Where you have unfulfilled, unrequited love, where dreams haven't worked out, where something is such a big deal that it's making your monkey mind come up, maybe bringing up, like I say, jealousies, envies, insecurities, anxieties, loneliness, depression, all of these different heavy feelings. You can transmute that energy and create change in your physical world. Now, another thing that I'm being guided to share with you is last night when I was doing this energetic healing work for myself, I noticed that as I did this, I felt a headache come on. And I was like, oh my God, I don't really get headaches. And so I asked, why is this headache here? And they showed me your mental synapses are used to going in a certain rhythm and flow. What you did today created major physical change in the way that synapse flows, and it caused a headache because the brain has an electrical pattern of how I do things. That's why you wake up. Some of you wake up and your first inclination is go get that cup of coffee, and it's so strong in you. You've been doing the same thing for so long, so it's a cellular memory habit at this point. You know, it's a ingrained way of being because you've nurtured it for so long. So that synapse, that electrical impulse is so strong, so strong. That's why if you go without that coffee one morning, it could throw off your day because now you skip something that your brain is accustomed, and even you can even, and I'm hearing the word addicted to, right? Addicted to the same course of action. And so just like it's difficult to try to shift the flow of water from one naturally formed path to another, you would have to create a diversion. You would have to block that flow of water this way, point it to where you want it to go, okay? And that's what we're being asked to do, point it to where we want it to go. And so in that sense, it was making a different choice, a choice that was so different and so new that we put a blockage to the old path and started flowing energy in a different direction. And in doing that, creating a strength to the newer synapse of the new choices that I've been making. Now, because it's getting deeper and deeper and more worn every time I do that, there was a physical side effect. Because remember, the physical world is a side effect of the spiritual world. So in this sense, it created a side effect of having a headache. Now, am I going to let that headache take me somewhere else? No, I took a freaking ibuprofen and I went to sleep. So don't be alarmed or afraid if you feel a physical sensation after making this different choice and pivoting and diverting this energy in a way that you have not built a strong habit of doing, because that sometimes happens. And I got reminded of that, and that apparently is important for us now. Okay, because, and I'm hearing being on the leading edge of the energy, some of you are still coming up on this, some of you are in the middle of it right now. Okay, so with all that being said and done with all that we're going through and dealing with at this time, let's get into your zodiac sign channel messages from the miracles now. So let's see what we have coming out. And we are going to start where the sun is, as we usually do, as the sun shines bright, and we love the sunlight. Love source God, may the accuracy, truth, and clarity for the experiences that my viewers will experience according to the zodiac signs. Please speak with accuracy, truth, and clarity through my vocal cords, utilizing all that I am to communicate to my brothers and sisters of humanity for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. What message do they need to aid them through the experiences that they'll have? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm also being reminded to tell you that these messages are timeless. If you're watching this message and you see another of the videos that I've created before pop up below or as an option, or you're scrolling through the channel and you find these options of videos that have been recorded a long time ago, there's something in it for you. When it calls to your heart, if it makes your heart sing, that's which way you want to go, because that's the bell that your soul rings. Okay, so follow that dinner bell. There'll be something spiritually delicious for you when you go. So now that the sun is in the sign of Leo, love source God, what is the most important messages for the sign of Leo at this time? This is your message, Leo. I am ready to receive love. Yay. Okay, so I'm hearing to do a clearing statement for you if you have Leo and you resonate with this message. Um, Anywhere where you're holding on to blockages, issues with self worth or deservability about receiving love, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Okay, so the way this works is even if you don't know to consciously and verbally say yes, your soul, if it's in agreement with the statements, your soul screams and replies and receives this healing. If you consciously hear what I'm saying and you're in agreement, you can give your yes, yes. Okay, and if you don't know about the second yes, the Lisa Nichols, LISANICHOLS, can explain her yes, yes. Okay, so Leo, I'm hearing for you that you have an opportunity in front of you to give love, which you're really good at, I'm hearing, and you know how to give the love. But the challenge is in receiving the love. And where you're not seeing the love reflected back to you, where are you holding on to blockages about your worthiness, your deservability, or your readiness to receive love? So, what you can do is look in the mirror and give this affirmation, confirmation, and permission to yourself. Stare yourself in the eyeball and say, I am ready to receive love. Give yourself that permission. And for some of you, this will be a real challenge to do at first. Continue to do it until it feels natural and easy, and watch your world shift, okay? All right, thank you, Leo. Let's go on to the sign of Virgo. Let's just go. What is the miracle now message for Virgo at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see Miss Townsend. I see Lee. I see Brandy. Everything is blessed and well here. Okay, Virgo. Here we go. I release my need to be perfect, and I center into my commitment to serve the world more love. So, Virgo, there's something that you say, well, when I get it right, then I'll do that. And what I'm hearing is by making that choice, you are restricting yourself from an opportunity to flow out of yourself, this creative, pure, positive energy of love. Now, in doing that, you know, what you put out, you give back. So when you're giving in or restricting yourself from giving what is available to you now to give because it's not perfect, then that's exactly the reciprocal energy that you're going to see mirrored back to you from your world. You're going to see that there's a lot available to you, but it seems to be held off. So anywhere where you're holding on to a need to be perfect, anywhere where you hold on to a belief that there's anything wrong with you, anywhere where you're holding on to the belief that you are not enough. Virgo, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a really good one. So Virgo, you are enough. You have a tendency to be very nuance oriented, and in the focus upon looking for a certain group of nuances to be in existence in readiness, you let go of opportunities that are available for you to receive, grasp, and experience at this exact moment in time. So open that up and allow yourself to deliver your goods. What are those? Okay. Now, the next sign we're going to get into is for the sign of Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, what is the most important message right now? What is the miracle now for Libra and the tarot and the channel messages for Libra? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Let me spread them and pull. Libra, here you go. I measure my success by how much fun I'm having. Libra, you're being asked at this time to, rather than ridicule what you have accomplished and decide that it's unfulfilled yet. I'm not yet where I want to be. I'm not yet who I want to be. It's saying, have fun with where you're at. And it's also asking that you realize that in the energy of fun, you're attracting more things that feel that way. Now, do you think success is fun? Because I do. And so to allow the energy of success to come through, to allow this energy of success to come through, it's saying when there's nothing to immediately be done, go on out and find yourself some fun, or go on in and find yourself some fun. It doesn't matter where the fun is. What matters is that the fun has begun. And in that space, success follows. So anywhere, Libra, where you're holding on to the idea that you can't have fun until you find the success you're looking for, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you are not yet successful, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you have to work before you can have fun, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that it's inappropriate for you to have fun until you've attained such and such goals, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes? Okay, yes. All right. So, Libra, enjoy, and watch the experiences roll in. It's showing me too. When I first got divorced about 11 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago, something like that. I don't even remember no more. I had 2 more mouths to feed. And I had a new business during a time where the recession had just hit. A bunch of clients had fallen off. And I was stressed out. And I would stress. And I would go try to market my business and promote my business so I can make the money I needed to take care of my family. And do you know, with all the work I put out there, it never returned to me. I put out hundreds of flyers, if not at least 1,000 flyers. I mean, I would keep myself up for hours and hours and hours into the night and drive the kids around with me while they sleeping in the back of the car so I could go promote this business, trying to make something happen. And what they're showing me is all the times that I just took the kids roller skating instead. Yeah, I spent money that I was like, I could pay some bills with this, but guess what? It's not going to pay the bills off. Let's go roller skating instead. Or we would go to the park, or I would take time to go out and go dancing, just have fun. All of a sudden, my phone would ring. There'd be a new client there. Guess what? It had nothing to do with where I had been or where I had gone. But the fact that I was out having fun attracted the business in. And when I was out there trying to make business happen, it never came in. So how is our mind mechanics set up? Get in that feeling of what you want to happen and allow it in. So now let's get to the sign of Scorpio. Let's go. What is a miracle now for Scorpio? Scorpio. Here we go, Scorpio. Scorpio, true abundance is an inside job. Looking outside for wealth, riches, and abundance? Yeah, a little bit. Again, along the lines of what I just said, it was pertinent that story was told in between the 2 signs, because Scorpio, it applies to you too. So rewind that and watch that again. Anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that anything you do externally is going to bring your abundance, Scorpio. Anywhere where you have a lack of awareness and a lack of consciousness, and any programming that prevents you from being aware that you are the source of your own abundance. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes. Okay, I can feel the charge of that one. So Scorpio, looking without, you'll go without. Looking within, you'll find it inside. Okay, abundance is an inside job. And somebody says, but I need my bank account to be abundant. I can't pull money out of my mouth. And the funny part is, you can't pull money out of your mouth, but money will be pulled to you by what comes out of your mouth, by what is in your heart, and by what is in your mind. So how can you embrace that energy? Remember, money is a high frequency. So we want to be in that high frequency to allow that to flow to us. You're attracting your state of mind. When you're saying, I don't have, I'm lacking, it's not enough. You will attract not having, lacking, and not enough. And when you say, I am all that I need, I have everything that I need right now, and I know that there's more coming, there's always more coming. I am enough. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am abundant, and I am prosperous. Then that signal is saying that. Thus, you are attracting it. Okay. Now let's get into the Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Ophiucus, Brandy. Ophiucus. That's a weird one. And I'm like, does anybody look? Somebody better start telling me that they are part of this sign, because if you ain't on this sign of Ophiuchus, then I think I'm going to stop reading for them. But if I get comments at all that lets me know that there's an Ophiuchian watching this channel, somebody who watches that sign, then I'll continue. How long will we give it? They say give it to the end of August. So by the time August is up, somebody better let me know you watching for the sign of Ophiuchus, so we're going to leave it off. Okay? Miracles now. Here we go. I allow people to witness their behavior so I can help them move beyond it. I allow people to witness their behavior so I can help them move beyond it. So what I'm hearing for you, Ophiuchus, is there is a stepping back from trying to change how somebody is from trying to manipulate the way another person behaves. And in that space, you allow them to own the responsibility for it. And I'm hearing this isn't a very easy thing to do. So Ophiuchus, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you are responsible for somebody else's behavior, that you have to be the one to fix anything or repair anything, that you're the one that has responsibility or any power in the situation of another, anywhere where you decide to give your power away to another because you think that you have a role to play in their experience of how they express themselves and how they behave. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Okay. Whew. All right, now, Sagittarius, you're up. If you're a Sagittarius, this is your miracle now message, Lord Source God. What does Sagittarius need at this time, Lord Source God? Their miracle now. What do you want them to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. As these clearing statements and these messages flow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Okay, so Sagittarius, you are the life of the party. Yeah, you're the life of the party. Yeah, you are. You can be the class clown. You can be all these different things. And so with that same lighthearted energy, you're being asked to jump on into what your soul is calling you to at this time. And so anywhere where you're holding on to a lack of confidence, a lack of belief in yourself, a shyness, any blockages to you embracing who and what you are and fully enacting that, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. John's got to say you right around there. Yes, yes. Okay, so Sagittarius, you're going to notice some experiences coming up in your near future that are going to allow you to have the opportunity to step right into your uncomfortable zone and express yourself from that place of pureness, just like that class clown in elementary school. Yeah. Just like the laugh of the party when you're around all your friends. You're going to get up and do what you do unapologetically, unrelentlessly, and just bold as can be. Okay. The next sign we have coming up, what is the miracle now for Capricorn? Thank you, thank you, thank you, love source God. What is the miracle now for Capricorn? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what you get. Okay, Capricorn, here we go. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. So I see you, Capricorn, looking at another person and feeling and wishing that you could handle things in a similar manner, see things in a certain way. And I also see Capricorn looking at somebody and admiring qualities of the other person. And what I'm hearing for you is to realize that it takes one to know one. Yeah, that's not just something you say to hurt kids on a playground. When you get more mature and more aware, you realize that when people pay you compliments, when people appreciate your presence, and likewise, when you appreciate theirs and you could see beautiful things within them, it's looking into a mirror. So not only when they tell you you're this or you're that, and it's a beautiful comment, oh, you're so talented, you're so beautiful, you're so kind, that person is in tune with that energy enough to recognize it in you. So the fact that you can look at this other person and say, wow, I really like the way that person did this. I sure wish I could do that. I like the way that person has this quality. I would love to be that way. Whatever it is, it's a reflection of you. Otherwise, you can identify it. It's a reflection of you, and it comes up with a unsettling emotion because it takes one to know one, and you haven't embraced that quality within yourself yet. So how can you embrace these light qualities that you see in others within yourself? How can you allow yourself to embrace the mirror a little bit better so you can get a clearer view of who and what you are and what you bring to the table? All right, so let's see. Clearing statement for Capricorn. Anywhere where you're unaware of your true essence, anywhere where you believe that you are less than another, anywhere where you haven't allowed yourself to realize the reflection that you see in them is in you as well, and that's the only way you can reflect against the other. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that dissonance? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, time is gonna say. Okay, right on. So that went through really nicely. The next sign we have coming up now is Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius, let's see what's the miracle now for Aquarius. Aquarius, what is the miracle now for Aquarius? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and this one's immediately caught my eye. It says, when I shine bright, I give others permission to shine with me. Immediately I hear Aquarius. If you would just stand firm and radiate your beauty, your truth, exactly who you are, without being so concerned of the response you're going to get, you would find that others will also likewise be more bold and true with who they are, be more upcoming. And I'm seeing that there's some conversations about what you'd like to do that have not yet come through, and it's time for you to allow that energy to flow. So anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you have to dim your light, belittle yourself, lessen how great you are in order to allow this other person to be in your life, or to not make them feel bad for what they are, or for any reason at all, in this time and space and any others, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Whew, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So Aquarius, you're going to be seeing, again, opportunities for you to exist in your highest vibration, which is flossing and glossing, baby. Your talents, your abilities, your skills. And putting your best out allows you to be in tune with the best in the world around you. Okay, so that's important for you. Now let's get into the sign of Pisces. If you're Pisces, let's see what's the message for Pisces. Thank you, Love Source God, for this Miracle Now message for Pisces. What the Pisces need at this time. And here we go. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. Okay. So Pisces, some emotional stuff going on for you, huh? And I'm hearing for you, always bear in mind during the difficult and discomforting emotional time that this is just a moment that passes. It's an energy that flows unless you hold on to it, then it lasts. Okay, so let it flow through you. And that's why the breathing is important, because you move energy as you breathe in and out. You move the energy, okay? And also the guidance from the general of grounding yourself with the tree. Breathe. Put your hands on a tree. Put your feet on the grass or the dirt. Oh, the rock? Okay, whatever. Okay, Pisces, anywhere where you're holding on to these comforting emotions because you have yet to realize that they can just flow through you. Anything that keeps you off from the inner knowing and the conscious knowing that energy is flowing and these emotions are part of it. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes. Okay. And I'm hearing also for you, Pisces, you're breathing real shallow. You breathe up here. So your breath, you breathe in, it only reaches here. And what I'm being shown is, Pisces, breathe deeper. Let the oxygen sit within you. Then release it. Okay. Move the energy in this way is what I'm hearing for you. Okay. All right. Pisces, that has been your Miracle Now message. Now we'll go to the sign of Aries. Aries. What is the Miracle Now message today for Aries? Love Source God. Thank you. And I'm hearing now, I am abundant, I am prosperous, I am loved, I am appreciated. Okay, Aries. Wow, you got the same card. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. And so rewind and watch the last message, but also I'm hearing, the affirmations that I spoke in between both these messages, relevant for both Pisces and Aries, in particular for you, Aries, because it came out right before your message. I'm abundant. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am appreciated. Now. Okay. And I feel like some of this discomfort and this meltdown that you're dealing with is because of feeling a dissonance from that, feeling unloved, feeling unappreciated, feeling unprosperous, feeling disconnected. Okay. And so breathe deep. Let the breath reach the depth of you, hold it and release it, okay? And repeat that as much as you have to until you feel that energy shift, because that deep breathing is gonna move energy, okay? So Aries, anywhere where you're holding on to the ideas that are external to you, that you're not enough, that you're not prosperous, that you're not loved, that you're not appreciated, anywhere where you're holding on to the discomfort of emotion that is meant to be flowed through you, anywhere where you're holding on to emotion and owning it and holding it in your space, creating a meltdown for yourself, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes. Time's gonna say it right around. And honestly, that I think was the strongest charge of all of the releasing statements so far. And I'm hearing for you, Aries, that it's important for you to, it's like take the step to the other side. For some Aries, I'm seeing the practice of build the wall with all the emotions, with all the issues, with all the challenges, bury the wall and step over it. to the other side is a technique that you can do, a physical technique that will have a spiritual effect on you. And that's back and forth. That's the as above, so below. Okay. Taurus, what is the Miracle Now message for Taurus at this time? Love, source, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What is the Miracle Now message for Taurus? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Taurus. All right, here we go, Taurus. All right. Sleep is a spiritual practice. Yay. So some of you Taurans, you need to get some more sleep. Is that the issue? For some it is. You've been going through a lot of things, keeping you in your head, keeping yourself up. However, as things become overwhelming or over challenging for you, or you feel a irritation and frustration that you're not able to just divert from and pivot from, sometimes, many times, you can utilize this technique to aid you through that period. In sleep, you heal. In sleep, you heal your spirit, your body, your mind, and your energy. So, stable, and all my other Tauruses in the Bull Gang house, it's okay to go to sleep. It's okay to take a fucking nap. If something's getting on your nerves, you can't do nothing about it. You don't have to go stomping around, breaking all the china in the shop. Just take a freaking nap. If you haven't been sleeping, it's time to lay down and meditate until you fall into a restful slumber. Because if you don't do that and offer that to yourself, you can very easily find yourself laid the fuck down. You heard? So rest your mind, your body, and spirit. It is a spiritual practice, and it is very healing on every level, from physical to spiritual and everything in between. Okay. If you have a challenge sleeping, please make sure that you, again, try listening to meditation. Find you some awesome binaural beats. Find you some, like today, can you hear the music? I have rainy jazz. There's a YouTube channel that plays this really mellow, dope-ass jazz that I like. And I could hear this all day long and just be in a good mood. Play something that's relaxing to you and sleep. If you can't get out of your head, that will help, okay? Now, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea, Taurus, that you have to always be active. You always have to be doing something because, if I'm going to make this, if I'm going to build this empire, I have to always be working. I have to do. Anywhere where you feel holding on to the idea that it's not safe or acceptable for you to chill the fuck out and rest. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes. Oh, that was very light. That was a very light release. I'm just going to say that was a very light release. Okay. Whatever. It is what it is. The next sign we're going to read for now is Gemini. Gemini. What is the Miracle Now message for Gemini? Listeners, God, thank you. Gemini. What you got? Oh, you're over here. Okay. It says, sometimes no is the most loving response. So immediately I see a Gemini who has a problem saying no. You have no problem saying yes, but you don't know how to fix your lips to say the word no. But see, when you dilly-dally and you skirt around the issue and you try to come up with extra questions and you answer questions with questions, or you just play with all these reasons why you don't want to, just fucking say no. Speak your truth. You have to speak what you really feel and honor that for yourself, Gemini. And no, period. You don't have to explain shit. Do you want to go? No. Do you want to participate? No. Do you want to eat this? No. Okay. And I'm hearing some of you have a time with that because you're used to being questioned about the choices and decisions you make. And maybe you're still in that space and surrounded by people with that face. And I'm hearing it's not your responsibility. to own their responses to your truth. It is your responsibility to own your truth. So no is the most loving response. Use it. Create some ease and flow for yourself. And Gemini, let's do your clearing statement now. Anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you're not allowed to say no, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you can't freely speak your mind, anywhere where you're holding on to the idea that you're responsible for somebody else's response to you or how they feel about your truth, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Time's got to say right around, get it back. Okay. That one had a bit with it. Yeah, that one, I could feel that one. I could feel it. All right, now, Cancer, are you with me? Let's see what's the miracle now message for Cancer listeners. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm hearing quickly, they're telling me, for Gemini, you're going to have some opportunities to say no to help you practice getting in this space, okay? Back to Cancer. Let's just go, why you interrupt one sign with another sign? Because it was important. I got it, okay. And right on time? Okay. Cancer. The message for you today is, in the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. So we have this with Aquarius and Pisces and now Cancer. For some Cancerians, there is a situation that involves those signs, but I definitely see you, Cancer, putting yourself in the place of uncomfortability because you know that challenges make you grow. And I don't see that this is like new shit for you. I feel like I've been doing this and this is just what I do. So as you've asked for patience, as you've asked for expansion, as you've asked for growth and evolution, now these opportunities are here, giving you the chance to do the work. So you know how to breathe. Make sure the breathing is deep. Again, some of you need to rewind and watch the same Aquarius and Pisces messages and let these emotions flow through you, not stick to you. And I feel like this has to do with, well, I want it this way and they want it that way, or I want it this way and I'm not getting what I want. So there's that energy that I'm feeling. What happened was I look at the card and the orange on the corner of this card is sticking up. So it's like on my head, I got all this, they're showing me on my head, I got all this orange energy, sacral chakra, my desires, what I desire. Okay. So with all that, Cancer, anywhere where you're holding on to meltdowns and discomfort and restrictions and blockages towards allowing you to fulfill and attain your own desires, would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Time's got to right around. Yeah. Okay. Again, not a strong charge with that one. Very light. So, yeah. That is. I'm hearing for you, Cancer. This is just a momentary phase. And the reason why you feel the meltdown energy, the emotional chaotic energy that's described as meltdown, is because you sense this shift coming. You sense that your desires are here and you're like, okay, what the fuck? I feel it. I know it. I know this is going to work, whether it's with other people or a situation or a group, whatever that is. But because you got the leading edge sense of that energy, the challenge is allowing it to unfold in your physical reality. But you got this. You got this, okay? Everybody, I'm so grateful to have done this for you and with you. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time.